barely bloody hear you.
Morning everybody, hope you're all well. We're off to on another travels, and this week it is the final of the P vlogs, and this one was determined by the wheel, and it's ridiculously early in the morning. When I say ridiculously, it's 5 o'clock, because after the wheel was spun, we got dealt with another local station. That's right folks, we're going to Penkridge. So I have an absolutely packed and stacked day ahead of us for you all, which is going to include 2 major stations along with a major freight hotspot. So what else could be better? But we are just on our way now to Birmingham New Street. Before we do this vlog though, I've got to film another vlog for later in the year. But after that, I'm all yours. So let's go then to Birmingham New Street. I have found my train that's going to take me onwards to Chester. Well, certainly to Chester anyway. 805-001 and 805-009. Oh well then, let's hop on. Here comes my favourite door opening, you ready? Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, here we are at the first station of the showcase. This is Chester Railway Station, operated by Transport for Wales. It has 7 platforms to its name, with additional services provided by not just Transport for Wales, but also Avanti West Coast, Northern and Merseyrail for services throughout the north, and also onwards down to London, and then onto the North Wales coast itself. Now, this wasn't the original station when it opened here in Chester, that being opened in 1840 by the Chester and Birkenhead Railway. A week later, in 1840, the Grand Junction Railway then opened their own Chester station, and it was only when the Chester and Holyhead Railway, which was spearheaded by Robert Stevenson, started, that this version of Chester was opened. Now, originally when it was here, this was then known as Chester General. That was to distinguish it from Chester Northgate Railway Station. However, in 1969, Chester Northgate then closed, and this became known as just Chester. It is probably, I would say, one of my favourite stations around, just because you can get a couple hours here and you can knock a couple hours out like that easily. Now, I should point out, for the lack of Merseyrail in this video, we've had issues getting units off Birkenhead Depot today, so there's not been as many 777s for the trains at Chester Railway Station video, which will eventually go up. It'll probably be around about next year when that goes up, because I have such a backlog with that channel at the moment. But we've had our hour up at the Holyhead end. We're then going to, as soon as that departs, we're going to then switch to the London end and do an hour at that end, before then moving onwards to our next station. And you're never going to guess where we're going with this one.
Avanti West Coast service to London Euston. Coming up to Stafford, London Euston. Do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed from Hartford or damaged or destroyed by security services.
Barrow.
To the normal spot. Alright then everyone, here we are at station number 2 for the session. This is Runcorn railway station, operated by Avanti West Coast. It has 2 platforms to its name, with additional services provided by London North Western Railway and Transport for Wales on services down to Birmingham and onward and over to Cheshire. Now this station was opened by the London North Western Railway in 1869, and it is literally inches away from the River Mersey. The River Mersey being just over there, because you can see it's the Runcorn Bridge just over the trees as well, and that's where the River Mersey goes to. It is also a bus interchange. There are buses that stop over there. I believe they go onwards to Widnes, or maybe even Warrington. Who knows where they go to with this place. But I do like Runcorn. It's a great station, I think. Certainly helps when freight comes in, and freight's going to be big and key for the next 3 stations that we do, because I think you can guess which way we're going now, because we can't go that way. We have to go the other way, so I think you can guess which stations we have coming next. But yeah, if you ever do come up to Runcorn, do have a little thing. I think also you can just about make out Fiddler's Ferry power station just over the pub in the corner there. Let me see if I can get the pub in. I think if you can just make it out, if you look right over the pub, you can probably see the top of Fiddler's Ferry. But yeah. Anyway, here for another 30 or so, and then we're off back that way. Okay, that was way too fast.
1023 London North Western Railway service to Liverpool Lime Street is delayed.
It's not, it's cancelled.
Damage to the overhead electric wires.
I could tell you that, it's cancelled on RTT.
We apologise for the disruption to your journey today.
And you thought it rhymes with RTT? ACB. Ow! There's a drop and a half! It's freight time, baby!
Please hold on to pushchairs, wheelchairs, and your belongings.
Alright then folks, here we are at the next stage of the showcase. This is Acton Bridge Railway Station, operated by West Midlands Trains under the London North Western Railway banner, and 3 platforms to its name. And it was originally opened in 1830 as, what was it originally opened as? Acton. Before then in 1870, that was by the Grand Junction Railway, but then in 1870 the London North Western Railway changed it then to Acton Bridge Railway Station. It serves the villages of Acton and... Now, Simon got shit talked for this, so I'm going to try and pronounce it. I believe it's Weaverham? Weaverham? I hope I got that right. If I didn't, I apologise. But, yeah, it is a freight hotspot. Definitely a freight hotspot at the moment, because we're getting several freight trains at the moment. And then you watch this, Hartford and Winsford and Crewe, all of that will dry up with freight, won't it? Yes, of course it will, because that's how it works on my channel. Anyway, here for another half hour or so, and then we're off to the next station.
Stop here. Please hold on to pushchairs, wheelchairs, and your belongings. Please stand back. The train now approaching platform 3 does not stop here. Please hold on to pushchairs. And your belongings.
Sitting right there, I know I will. Right then everyone, here we are at the next station of the showcase. This is Hartford Railway Station, operated by West Midlands Trains under the London North Western Railway banner. 2 platforms to its name, and Hartford was also opened in 1837 by the Grand Junction Railway. However, it wasn't really until the London North Western Railway took it over that it started to flourish, because it's always been in this sort of location as Hartford. It's always sort of stagnated up and down, up and down, up and down. But nowadays it seems to have bettered itself out. We're not far off Northwich. We're about two miles off Northwich here. I think you get a little closer when you get to Winsford, I think, but don't quote me on that. Now this is normally the part where we're getting 4M25, but unfortunately 4M25 today is cancelled. However, I am seeing loads of planes flying low heading into Manchester Airport. This makes me wonder, are we on reverse operations today? Might keep an eye out, see if there's a 747 in the area. You never know with Manchester Airport. Anyway, here for another, half hour or so? And then we're off to the next station. Right then everybody, here we are, next station of the showcase, Winsford Railway Station, operated by West Midlands Trains under the London North Western Railway banner, and it has 2 platforms to its name. And this station was also opened in 1837 by the Grand Junction Railway, and it's very hard to believe that this could have actually been the site of Crewe Station. It really could have been. But then they all kiboshed it, didn't they? They all give it the old And speaking of give it the old bloody hell, the Hamshall Seaforth ran. That rarely runs. That rarely runs. And then we got 390 121. We never miss an opportunity. Does that mean Pride and 104 are in the area? The next station will have all of the answers for us. And I hope the answers are positive ones, because I think you know what station's going to be next. And I will be keeping an eye on the battery to see how we do, because Crewe's notorious for drying our battery out. But anyway, our train is next. We're off to the next station. Hello, Great. 2 hours at this place.
1421 Transport for Wales service to Chester. Chester only. This train is formed of 2 coaches.
And I'm going to predict it's 197019.
21 Liverpool Lime Street. This train is formed of
Just having a
11
seat.
coaches.
Beloved.
We are sorry that the 14
Shut up, woman! Do you, mate?
Service to Manchester Piccadilly via Manchester Airport.
Right, first of all, Ian Poole looks like he's not even 41 in this image. He looks like he's 61. Second of all, hey, I said that. I just said that. What are you gonna do? Well, you can't say that, TK. Well, I just did. Bitch. Anyway, also, you expect me to use the heavenly lights with your face in this photo? I mean, this is as savage as I can get, but for fuck's sake, people will lose their eyesight. They will lose their minds. They won't be blind. They have nightmares for the rest of their life if you have the heavenly lights over your face and mine. Why do you think I wear the mask? To protect people's eyes. So I'm not exactly innocent myself. The only way I could do it is to just have 391 cut you out and have 39104 in the shot. Yes, it is your beloved, but this is... Come on, Ian, for fuck's sake.
Chapel, Alton Edge, Wilmslow, Stile, Manchester Airport, Heald Green, Gatley, East Didsbury, Burnage, Moldeth Road and Manchester Piccadilly. This train is full of 3 coaches. Platform 1, problem 1416 Northern service to Manchester Piccadilly via Manchester Airport. We apologise for this
Right
late
then
running
folks, here we are at the
and
next station of the
inconvenience this may
showcase.
cause
This
you.
is Crewe railway station. As I look down the line there, no, we're all fine. Operated by Avanti West Coast. It has 12 platforms to its name, with additional services provided by London North Western Railway, West Midlands Railway, Northern, Transport for Wales and East Midlands Railway. Throughout the world, I should say. Now, this station was opened by the Grand Junction Railway in 1837. It was chosen as the location when Winsford said nope, we didn't want it, and they chose this location specifically because of that hotel there, the Crewe Arms, which has always been here since the train station has been here. It did undergo an extension about 1900s, and trust me when I say this was a thriving haven for steam engines. The idea for this station was to connect the 4 major cities in the area, so Birmingham, London, Liverpool, Manchester, sorry, not London, Birmingham, Manchester, Liverpool, and I assume the one was Chester, but you never know. Yeah, we're just having a sit down in the shade, because I think we've earned it today, and we've already seen Beloved, 390-104, so we're 2 down, and we know 390-121 has just gone to Blackpool, so we'll probably see her at Stafford. Might even ride her into Stafford, you never know. No, that's asking too much, that is. That's asking too much. But yeah, it's all looking good so far. So we just need to know that 350-104 is in the area, and if it is, we've hit the perfect trifecta. Anyway, here for 2 hours because we're doing an hour at the top and an hour at the bottom, and then we move on to the next location. Yep, this is going to be a big one today. I'm going to get this one. They've cancelled the 1649, have London North Western. Oh, they're funny, aren't they, folks? Where's this 1630? Which was this one? Well, which one is this one? It says Crewe.
Service to Edinburgh, made by a very small
That's just gone through. Sounds like a freight. Useful. Alright then. Oh, I see some nice shade down the bottom there. I'm going to go for the shade. I'm going straight to the shade. We're at Stafford railway station. My local freight second local freight hotspot. Operated by Avanti West Coast. It's got 5 platforms for its name, because platform 2 doesn't exist anymore. Unfortunately. Additional services provided by London North Western Railway and Cross Country, who operate throughout the country. And this station was opened in 1837 by the Grand Junction Railway. Now it was opened in a different location. It was actually opened on the Newport Road. Am I alright to go past here? Yes, it can't be past there, that's right. It actually opened more close to the Newport Road. But then hello 39132, but then they moved it twice. They did 2 rebuilds, and then this building over here came into prominent there. So yeah, we got the Avanti because on the boards at Crewe it said 1649 cancelled. And then I got a mouthful from a member of station staff because the train came in and it said 1613. But the boards are saying 1632, so which is the right information? You know what I'm saying? And he's there like, don't give me for effing lip. And I'm like, I'm not giving you lip. It's got 2 different informations here. Which is the right information? He said something as well as I got on the train. I don't know what he said, but it was not very pleasant. And if that person is watching, whatever. Anyway, going to be here for an hour. I think I'm going to stick here in the shade because it's nice and cool over here. And then we're going to go to our final station. Hopefully.
5 will be the 1811 London North Western Railway, service to Liverpool Line Street, calling at Crewe, Winsford, Hartford.
Hello. Oh, the church bells are ringing. Oh my god. It feels so good. Alright then folks, here we are, final station of the showcase. This is Penkridge Railway Station, operated by West Midlands Trains under the West Midlands Railway banner, and it has two platforms in a slightly staggered formation. And this station, like everything else in between, was opened in 1837 by the Grand Junction Railway. However, they had to get permission off the Baron. They had to get permission off the local landowner, Baron Hafferton. They said, look, we need to send the railway through here. And he was like, yeah, you're fine. I just need 2 trains a day to stop it. No problem. That happened. Then, this station was threatened with closure. And the incumbent Baron Hafferton at the time was threatened to say, nope, that's it. Tracks are going to go find somewhere else. So they kept the station open. But let's be thankful that Penkridge is still open, shall we? Because Penkridge is a lovely station. Especially when you get diverts. Unfortunately, there's no diverts today. It's just regular service traffic. Can you tell I am ready to drop? I've been up 17 hours now, and I am very tired. Very, very, very tired. But it's been worth it. All the filming now is being done on the big phone because the little phone, which is now in the bag, down here, it's on 9% battery. It's got very little memory left. It's done its job today. So, big phone for Penkridge. Why the hell not? Anyway, here for, I think it's another half an hour or so. Yeah, something like that. And then we're off home. It would be a 2. At least it's a 2 of non-road, yeah, I suppose. And I'm heading for the stairs for no particular reason. Ladies and gentlemen, I present the only Voyager I will froth over.
So first of all, that's a lie. He does froth over Voyagers because he rants at them. Mostly because it's cross-country being cross-country. Which, to be fair, I am guilty of the same crime. Also, yeah, it's the only one I don't go mad over as well, because it's the pride.
Hello 220005, how are you? Where have you come? Where are you off to? You're off to Leeds. Shall I go to Leeds? I fancy a trip to Leeds all of a sudden. I'm not really going to Leeds, am I? No. Gotta go back to Rudgley.
So what Ian was trying to say there was, I am going to go back to Rugeley so that I can send Tico Sprinter some clips, some better edited than others. Ian. Dad, shut up. Listen, you started this format, so I'll fucking run it right until I can't wait for the next bus rant, literally. He's gonna get back at me, I can just feel it. It's chaos and I like it!
1 3 anything but a 2? 368. But are you going to Rugeley? Yeah, I saw Rugeley. Yeah, sure, Rugeley. Well, this Tico is here. You alright, Tamia? Yeah, we got Rugeley over there. We got Wolverhampton up there.
For your safety and comfort, this station operates a limited...
I fancy some back coach froth. Well, we're at Cannock. Yay!
The next stop will be Hensford.
Said nobody ever. We're, I'm going to wrap it up here. 21:04 it's due. It's okay, folks. I just found out there's a HST out today. Useful. Anyway, that was a great session. We had on the well, basically on the West Coast Main Line and then some. Because we didn't just do one stretch of the West Coast Main Line, we did a fair few if you actually think about it. And that makes me happy. That makes me happy when we can do stuff like that. I don't really think I have a highlight really, because it was all just so good. It was all just so great as well. But I know one thing, I am freaking tired, and I've got
The next stop will be
and I've got a work
Hensford.
shift Sunday that starts at 6 in the morning.
The next stop will
dear.
be
Anyway,
Winsford.
thank you all very much for watching. We know the next stop's Hensford. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you've not already done so. Channel members, absolute legends that you are, thank you so much for your continued support on the channel. If you want to be one of those legends that we shout at the end of the video, $3.99 is a membership. Vlogs are going 3 weeks 3 days at a time a week, and all in all, we have some good laughs. So that is P done. Now Q is next. Q is originally going to be 2. Q may extend to 3 stations. I'm not sure yet. I'm literally working it out as we go along. But hopefully we get 3 Qs. But yeah, that's going to do it then as we approach Hensford. So thank you all. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go to bed. But get some HSTs first. And annoy Simon as well, because Simon's down there getting the HSTs. He must be doing Locomania again. I'll see you next time. Well, I'll see you Monday for the start of the Q week.